Hello, my Panda Pals, and welcome back. Today we're going to be recapping Seeking Sister Wife, Season 5, Episode 11. Let's get this show on the road. Sit down, buckle up, and let's go for a ride. Let's start things off with the Davis family. Last episode, the ladies go on a date with Jasmine, who is way too agreeable about everything regarding their lifestyle, and instead of voicing their concerns, they just pretend like everything's okay. Nick and Jasmine are out on a solo date tonight. They are dressed up real fancy and they are going on a romantic horse-drawn carriage ride. Nick tells us that Jasmine is drop-dead gorgeous, and Jasmine thinks that Nick is super easy on the eyes.
Biggest concerns are acclimation, because I have not dated more than one person at a time.
Nick starts laying down some more facts about how they run their household, like how their spirituality is rooted in math and science, and Jasmine is like, sure, science is real. She tells us that her mother was a reverend and studied 8 different religions, which she had Jasmine practice as she was learning each one.
That's an interesting way to grow up, huh?
Yeah. Being pagan, we kind of attract the most outward of relationships.
She goes on to tell us she is watched over by 2 different goddesses from 2 different pantheons, Kuan Yin from Buddhist religion and Oshun from Yoruba religion. She says that these 2 ladies have been incredibly generous to her and they resonate with who she is and who she wants to be.
I'm sure we'll have lots of evenings where we'll get to delve into some of those more philosophic and kind of some of those big ideas.
Nick talks in a way where I feel like he's putting up a facade, like he is talking in a way that he thinks deeply intelligent people talk.
The administration's plan is shallow and pedantic.
Shallow and pedantic.
Everything all right, Peter?
I find this meatloaf rather shallow and pedantic.
This entire ride, he keeps saying things like, we're gonna have deep discussions, we're gonna have philosophical talks, we're gonna open up our minds, but they don't actually discuss anything. Nick tells her that his lifestyle takes some adjustment, and while he cannot promise it's gonna be easy, he can promise that it's gonna be worth it.
I have to be honest, I'm dying to kiss you.
Jasmine says that she digs Nick's confidence and his swagger, and he says that Jasmine throws a lot of curveballs and head scratchers, which will definitely take some getting used to. The 2 continue to go get some drinks so Nick can get to know her a little bit more. He tells her that he is definitely interested in her mind and her psychology, but reassures her that he's also super into her slammin' bod.
Just the way I operate, you know, I don't want your body if I can't have access to your mind.
Jasmine tells us that normally she has a super hard time connecting with people, but it seems to be no problem with Nick, which is really exciting for her. Nick asks if Jasmine would be open to spending the weekend at his house to do a test run of what life with him and his family would be like, and damn, Nick, you have known this woman for like an hour. Maybe go on a second date first?
I will want to take things a little slowly. Patience is the only thing I'll really ask for.
Danielle is at home anxiously waiting for Nick to return from his date to suss out how things went.
How did it go?
Did
you guys kiss?
We did.
Nick says he was hesitant in letting Danielle know about the kiss because he doesn't want to scare her off again. And Danielle tells us that she would absolutely be lying if she told us that she was not feeling any jealousy.
I was wondering how you all might feel about her coming over to stay the night.
Danielle says Jasmine is awesome and she thinks they should take it slow and really savor getting to know her. And Nick is like, oh cool, so you're okay with her spending the night? Which I'm not really sure how we got to that conclusion after hearing Danielle say she wants to take it slow, but Danielle just nods her head and says, yeah, that would be cool.
I find myself saying what people want to hear. I don't know if we're moving a little too fast. To come spend the night is kind of serious.
And Nick is like, all right, well, I'm super excited to pursue this. Why don't we celebrate by going to the boom boom room? Next up, we have the Sherwoods. Last episode, Sarah says she wants to spend some more time with the couple before fully committing, but she does agree to not date anyone for the time being. Ashley tells us she is really digging Sarah because she doesn't feel like she's walking on eggshells with her. She says she loves that she can just say whatever is on her mind without having to process it through a ton of filters. Sarah then calls her and asks if both of them are available for her to stop by and talk to them, and Ashley says of course. Sarah arrives and Shane has a very bad feeling about this. They sit down and Sarah tells them that she was really caught off guard yesterday. She met Ashley a month ago, they've only been on a handful of dates, and everything is happening way too fast.
I don't think it's fair to say you have to create this attachment by being in a relationship when maybe I'm not necessarily ready for that.
Shane tells her that he's kind of confused and asks if she still wants to date them or not, and she tells them no, she is not ready to make that kind of commitment. Ashley says that she's sorry that she felt pressured and that was not their intention. Sarah tells us that she's not ready to give up on her independence so quickly just because someone says that they want her to. The pair head back inside and they are stunned.
What kind of person gives you false hope and then rips it out from right in front of you? A person who does that.
Some time has passed and Ashley has given birth to sweet little baby Sway. The couple reflect back and feel like they dodged a bullet with Sarah, saying that she lied to them from the get-go. Ashley says that they are still on the hunt for a sister wife, but right now they are pausing because obviously they want to get their life together with this new baby. Shane says that he also got his cancer screening, which was clean, and they promise each other to keep him on top of that, to never go this long without a screening ever again. Next up, the Salahuddins. Last episode, the couple try to surprise Jamila with another round of lunch with a polygamist, and it ends with Nyla and her almost throwing hands. Everyone gets back to the house and they talk about what happened. Nyla says that arguments with Jamila are not super rare, and Naeem says that he still does not like it when his mother and his wife argue.
The turning point for me with Jamila was when she brought our daughter into it. She doesn't even have a relationship with her.
She says Jamila can't say she's concerned for her daughter if she cannot be bothered to foster a relationship with her. She can have her assumptions, but she cannot act like she's worried about her grandkid when she doesn't even know how to pronounce her name. Jahari asks the pair what happens now. They know Jamila does not accept their lifestyle, so why are they constantly trying to force it down her throat? Naeem says that he's not trying to do that, but if there is a big change in his personal life, he wants to get his mother involved so that she can stay informed about what's happening. Jahari says that there was a turning point in the conversation, and it was when both ladies stopped talking to each other respectfully.
Even when we're emotional, even when our feelings are hurt, we still should maintain a certain level of control.
She goes on to tell them that if they maintain a certain level of respect, then communication may not be as choppy as it was today.
What if it never happens? Can you have a separate poly relationship and then deal with your mom on the side? Does she have to be in the mix?
I guess if I have to, I have to.
The pair head up to bed, they kiss it out, and they say that they are going to continue their journey to find a sister wife, regardless of what Jamila thinks. Lastly, we got the Ryans. Last episode, Justin goes on a date with a woman named Yari and snags a kiss. Becky is at home with her daughter and Justin's sister. She's getting ready to meet Yari for the first time, and she is super excited. Like, way too excited.
I'm really excited because I'm going to meet Yari for the first time. I want to do everything I can to make her know that I am the type of person that would make her feel special.
Becky's super nervous because she does not know anything about Yari other than the little that Justin has told her, whereas in her previous relationship with Stephanie, they were already talking well before they met in person. They all meet up at a Mexican restaurant, and Becky is very confident that Yari is gonna love her. But the date starts off super awkward.
She's definitely less affectionate, less flirty, definitely more reserved.
Becky tries to break the ice a little and asks how their date went last time, and Yari says it was fine. Becky asks if they talked about anything important, and Yari was like, not really. Becky then asks if they kissed, and Yari very awkwardly is like, yes?
I feel a little nervous. I don't know how it's gonna be her reaction. I don't wanna make her feel probably jealous.
Justin tells us that he wishes Becky did not ask about the kiss because he knows Yari's already super on the fence about this whole sister wife thing, and he doesn't want to scare her off. Becky goes on to ask Yari if she has any concerns or questions about this lifestyle, and Yari asks why they are even interested in polygamy at all.
We just always kind of felt like we were open to that, and we both agreed together that we were ready to do that, you know?
Becky asks if she is open to the polygamous lifestyle, and Yari says that it's kind of difficult to give them an answer right now because she didn't even know polygamy was a thing before meeting Justin. To her, if there's a second woman in the relationship, it's the person that the husband is cheating on the wife with. Becky tells her to take her time because they are very patient people. And she tells us that she's super hopeful Yari's gonna work out as a permanent sister wife.
You think you want to continue dating us?
Yeah, I think I can.
And that, my Panda Pals, is all I have for you today. Nothing really happened in this episode, and I think it's because the Merrifields weren't in this one. And I feel bad for the other couples because that kind of means that they're all really boring. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you are not subscribed yet, please do consider subscribing and joining this panda party. And as always, thanks for not letting me ride this train wreck alone. Bye!